Shalom Akim Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Alright. This is Naaman from DC camp. Well, we got another one here. It says, fired. Nurse Karen loses her job for black privilege. Video blaming George Floyd's death on himself. Alright. Now, as I briefly went into my last video about George Soros, and apparently the strategy is to just keep the airwaves saturated with this Black Lives Matter crap, all right? And it's serving its purpose because these Edomites are losing their mind, all right? They can't take it, all right? When I'm not going to say this is altogether positive, all right? We know that there's no ulterior motive behind this, all right? But yet and still, it's exposing what our people have been trying to tell people for the longest time, all right? And now it's at the forefront, all right? And it's shining that light. And again, they can't take it, all right? It's putting all their wickedness on blast. All right, now look at this hoe here. This is her. And this is the thing. She is a first responder, just as the police and other people. You know, you got your firefighters, etc. Other people that fill that job description. These are the people you turn to when you need help. All right? And this is to also prove a point that we as a people, this is why we are in and have been in dire straits. Because who can we run to? This is, as an example, now it's ironic that I'm going to use this example, but nonetheless, let's say you're in the big house, you're in prison, all right? You're subjected to abuse. Really, who are you going to complain to? All right, you got your COs, you got your ranking system amongst them. You know, you got your chain of command and all that, all the way up to the warden. Now, he's in a position to whereas none of this could see the light of day. You know, it's totally up to him. All right, you got to depend on him. Much like here in this country, we've always had to go to the same people that were causing us harm and expect justice from them, all right? And it's up to their discretion. Totally. As I said in my last video, we don't have a consulate or a piece of land that we can refer to as home. You know what that does to a person's psyche or a people's collective psyche? This is why you have, all right, because, hey, everything was taken from us, you know, Jeremiah 17 and 4, all right? Even the name, all right? That's why it's no small miracle what's happening now. Ezekiel 37th chapter, all right? We are walking, talking, living, breathing miracles as a people. You have pieces of crap like this. They can't stand it. It says, another day, another Karen gets exposed. Let me move this. We already know Karens are not exactly fond of so-called black people, whether they realize it or not. But this time around, Karen, presented in the form of a nurse, seemed to not only be cognizant of her disdain for so-called black folks, but she also advertised it while recording a selfie video complaining about black privilege. Get a load of that. I didn't know I had black privilege, which of course doesn't exist, and that's why I didn't know. And suggested George Floyd was to blame for his own death that a medical examiner called a homicide. And here's the extra kick in the head, all right? Now they say they linked it to coronavirus. Anyway, it says this Karen, who also happens to go by the name of Christy Ann Wilker, was employed as a nurse by Lutheran Hospital in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is until administrators caught wind of her racist rant that went viral on social media. Wilker was fired this week. All right, it says Wilker's racist hate and overall anti-black rhetoric were apparently stoked by the ongoing protests, what did I say, against racism, police violence, and their often deadly combination. All right, quote unquote, black privilege is thinking you are deserved or entitled to something because of the color of your skin. Well, wow, aren't you an example of that in the reverse? I mean, how, as I said, we have no real power. We're under subjection of people like yourself. I'm talking to this stupid ass nurse here. All right? It doesn't work that way. We can call you all kinds of names and, but we have no power to enforce that. And that's the major difference. It says, Wilker begins the misguided video by saying people, black people especially, do get special scholarships. They are also shielded from a lot of scrutiny because of the color of their skin. Really, something else I didn't know. From there, it only gets worse, complete with Wilker lying that she's not a racist. They always say that. Those telling words paved the way for her to blame Floyd's death on himself. Despite video evidence to the contrary, Wilker insisted that Floyd was resisting arrest and suggested that the coronavirus helped him die, not necessarily the knee of Derek Chauvin, which applied pressure on Floyd's neck to the point that, again, a medical examiner called it a homicide. I was talking about that ranking system. The medical examiner trumps a nurse. Hello? He started to have a freak-out panic attack when they put him in the car, probably because he was high on meth, fentanyl, and positive for COVID. Was the police officer's foot in the wrong spot? Maybe, but, meth and fentanyl and positive COVID are probably more leading factors to a myocardial infarction or heart attack. So do your research. It goes on to say she wasn't even close to being done. It says she advised people to rise above the police killing, saying that some things will always be. And again, hit the nail on the head right there. These people want things to go back to the way they used to be, the good old days. All right? Again, all their wickedness is being brought to the forefront. All right? You turn on the light and those little critters scatter. All right? They're getting that much unwanted exposure of the wickedness. It says, Wilker then circled back to her black privilege talking point that showcased her resentment for black people who throw their history in white people's face so that they can get what they want and get respect. Throw it in your face. What? Throw it in your face. Wow. Throw it in your face. Let's get some scriptures on that. Throw it in your face. Wow. Wow. Let's go to Jeremiah 49. Start at 10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. All right. Let's get some more. Isaiah 47. Start at the top. It says, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. They missed that when people were kissing their ass, all right, around the world. All right. This was the shining city on the hill. Take the millstones, or so people thought. Take the millstones and grind mill. Uncover thy locks. Make bare the leg. Uncover the thigh. Pass over the rivers. All her sins are being revealed. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen. What is that shame? What they've done to our people. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. All right? Whoa. They cannot take it. They've enjoyed this, what I call it. See, they always thought they were going to get away with it. All right, this is Micah 2 and 3. It says, therefore, thus saith the Most High Yahweh. Well, I'll start at the top. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds, which they've always done. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Might makes right. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. What did they do when they came over here with Gad, the so-called North American Indian, and the other Northern Kingdom tribes, the so-called Latinos? All right? What did they do to them? Just what they said. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. What did they do to Gad? They had a thing called, well, it's not only, it's a part of Manifest Destiny, but what is it? Was it Homestead? Where they just went out and more or less stuck a stake in the ground and just claimed it. And they always got a leg up because of crap like that. In the meantime, our people got nothing. Verse 3, it says, therefore thus saith the Most High Yahweh, behold, against this family, who's that family? Esau, Edom, do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, because you've been so accustomed just getting away with shit. Excuse my language. All right. Neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. It's your time. Your time. All right. Let's go to Psalms 38. Let's see. Again, these are your first responders. These are people you are taught, all right, to trust in, all right, especially these healthcare providers, workers. You know, turns out she's a fucking, what do you call it? Or she could be. She has all the, is it an angel of death? No, somewhere along those lines. You never know. People like this, all those damn chemicals and drugs and shit up in there. Anyway, this is Psalms 38 and 12. It says, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. All right, staying in Psalms. Let's go to 64. And 2, it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. All right. Wow. Let's go to 5. It says, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Well, she found out. It was the administrators where they worked, where she worked. All right. And her ass got fired. Now, we know that the majority of that is they got to protect themselves. All right. This is Psalms, let's see, 141, and going down to 9. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let's go into that gin. All right. This is Strong's H 4170. Mawakwash, bait, lure, snare. All right. A hook. All right. Especially these Edomites, they're known for, what's that word? Circumlocution, I think it is. Continually throwing out all these, you're right all along, but you get mesmerized, you know, with their with their tongue and how they're able to use words to just trick Jake. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else? No, that's basically it. I think I'll end on this one. Let's see. Let me see. This is. Let's see. Nah, that's it. I'm gonna end it right there. But again, these are the people that we were taught to trust. All right. Elizabeth Edger says, a nurse with that hatred, there is your essential frontline worker, killer nurse. And these are the ones that have been in the, I'm sure everybody's local news stations have been, blowing these motherfuckers up. Like, these are heroes and such. Well, I often say you have to consider the source. All right. Nation of Edom is good at, making themselves look, as the scriptures say, an angel of light. All right. Demetrius Cross said her stupidity got her fired. Now she's going food stamps and welfare. Check now, that's white privilege for you. Ha ha ha, Lorena Lopez. Can you say unemployment? Dumb bitch got what she deserved. This is what I was going to. Becca Inapolo. Definitely don't need someone with her mindset in the medical field. Would she pick and choose which lives to save based on her race? Kind of makes me wonder if she'd put her all into saving or go with that black and white crap again. But she makes a good point, like I was trying to make. This is people that you've got in positions of power. And I'm talking about, in this case, one little thing she can do and you out of here. All right, so yeah, I'm going to stop it there once again. It is fired. Nurse Karen loses her job for a black privilege video, blaming George Floyd's death on himself. I hope whoever views this, I mean, damn, look at that look. Is edified, of course. Time is short, all right? For those that are on the fence, you don't have much time with this damn Bill Gates out here, pushing hard for these vaccines. That should let you know something, all right? So with that, once again, call Halal Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors, of course, to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to Akim out there on the highways and byways, pushing the truth, all honesty and sincerity while trying to wake up the remaining hopefully elect. So with that, Shalom Akim.